All right, well, the stars have aligned today because I actually have time to check out this new 21 Pilots song today that just dropped 23 minutes ago, the official video. And as a dad of a 1.5-year-old, I'm very grateful that I actually have time to check this out. Now, this is really different than what I usually cover on my channel, so I'm sorry for that to my regular subscribers who come for more Japanese music, but 21 Pilots is one of my all-time favorite bands, and I think they have really great music, so I'm super stoked to check this out. 21 Pilots drum show. Let's do it. Ooh. He has a tritone in that bass lick, dude. Hold up, dude. Okay, before we get into this, love that it's, you know, distorted bass driven again, similar to Jumpsuit or, you know, stuff like that. Where the heck is my pick? Anyway, he's got the... What is that? Sorry, I had to tune my guitar there. It was way out of tune for some reason. But anyway, he's got a really cool riff going on here. It sounds like it's in C sharp or D flat, you know, but anyway, the riff, it jumps up to the 7 and then it does this kind of, so must be in a Mixolydian, I'm guessing. But anyway, it's a really cool finger shape because it's like up to the 7 and then it's doing a tritone down and then another, like basically the two half step off of the first two notes. So anyway, just a really cool flavor to kick things off with. Really like that.
Putting on a drum show.
Nice. Out of the back of the van. I wonder, is that the van that they used to tour out of? Like that, those really early 21 Pilots videos they posted on YouTube where I think like Can't Help Falling in Love or something, he was playing the ukulele in the back of the van. I don't know.
Complete a checklist for today. Now they have to let you out of your cage. Feeling stuck between a rock and a home. Two places you do not want to go. He's putting on a drum show. Even now, he'll take the longer way home.
Oh.
Even now, he'll never ever say so. He drives fast just to feel it. He drives slow if his song's not over. Drown it out.
Love the vocal harmony layering in that chorus there. Also how Tyler's kind of hanging out more in the falsetto, like higher ends of his range. I wonder if it's because this is from the perspective of Blurryface, because if I remember right, this is like the album that's wrapping up the entire arc of that story, which I love the lore. I never understand it until I actually watch smart people break it down in, you know, lore videos. But I'm really excited for this album just to wrap up the lore and stuff. So it'll be cool to see how this fits into the bigger picture when, like I said, the smart people on YouTube put it all together.
Show. He'd rather feel something than nothing at all, so he swerves all around as his head starts to fall, turns it up. Stuck between a rock and a home. Two places he does not want to go. So he's putting on a drum show. Even now, he'll take the longer way home. Even now, he'll never ever say so. He drives fast just to feel it. He drives slow if his song's not over. Drown it out, drown it out.
Love Josh's halftime shifts in that section, which he uses a lot of to like really highlight and expand a certain part of the song that Tyler's like, you know, it's kind of the peak of the song almost. But dang, that felt nice. And I'm guessing, I mean, the song's called Drum Show, so it's kind of like Drum Show featuring Josh Dunn on drums, right? I wonder if we'll get a name drop.
I've been this way. I want to change.
Josh is freaking singing, dude.
I've been this way. I want to change. He's putting on a drum show.
Holy crap, dude. That was so sick. Josh taking lead vocals in the most emotional part of the song, and then Tyler coming in with the scream on Try into a big, heavy drop. I gotta hear that again. Hold on, a little.
I've been this way. I want to.
Oh my god. That's gonna be so freaking sick live, dude. That's the other thing, man. There's nothing like a 21 Pilots concert. The emotional investment, the amount of extra time they put into crafting a special experience that you're not going to get anywhere else except at their live show. You know, they don't just play a set of their songs. They build almost like a theatrical production featuring their music and do them in completely different arrangements. Like this last tour, their version of Stressed Out just went so hard. Like they took a song that was for the radio that, you know, a song that they kind of reference in Lane Boy that is just for getting exposure pretty much. And they turned it into a freaking heavy banger for the live version. And I just thought that was such a cool, you know, approach to putting together live shows. I can't wait to see them do this live. I got to hear it one more time.
To change. I've been this way. I want to change.
That bass sliding.
He's putting on a drum show. Even now, even now, even now, he'll take the longer way home. Even now, even now, even now, he'll never ever say so. He drives fast just to feel it, feel it. He drives slow if his song's not over. Drown it out, drown it out.
Oh yeah, triplet fill. Heck yeah, dude. That's the kind of drum outro I was hoping for in a song called Drum Show. And it did not disappoint. Although, like usual with a 21 Pilots song, it leaves me wanting more, you know? So it's going to be very re-listenable, re-spinnable. Dang, dude. I feel like 21 Pilots is one of those bands that they started out super strong. Their early music was just totally revolutionary, different, the most honest. And I mean, obviously there's other artists that have the same honesty, but just like, to me, it was the most honest music I had ever heard when I first started listening to it. And the arrangements were really cool. They were different. They were a cool fusion of rock and, programmed music, rap, whatever they felt like, basically. My point is, I feel like with every album that's been coming out lately, they just keep getting better and better. No, okay. Vessel was amazing. Blurry Face was amazing. Trench was amazing. Scaled and Icy was like, what the heck is happening here? But it's got some sick bops on it, and I understand how it fits into the lore now, especially with that live stream they did. It wasn't one of my favorites, but Clancy and now this new album coming out, which I can't even remember the name of at this point, but holy buckets, dude. It's like every song that comes out is just better and better. Overcompensate, compensating, or whatever it is. But in my delay, navigating. That's Did I just say overcompensate and then compensating? My point is, they just keep putting out better and better music, and it's so cool to see that, because it's hard to keep going up when you start out so good, and they just keep doing it somehow. So that's why they're one of my favorite bands, even though they don't really fit into the genre of music that I'm most passionate about, which is like hard rock, progressive rock, stuff like that. But you just can't deny they're a great live band. They're great lyricists and artists, and they care about their fan base, which is probably the most attractive thing of any creator. So, yeah. Pretty stoked about this song. Can't wait to hear it again. Thank you so much for joining me for this yap session. I appreciate it, and I hope you have a good day. I'll talk to you next time.